I can have it, I don't think she can.
Okay, so if the reason that you have this corn is because you've got these toes that are all
Yeah, they're
curled
punched.
around. Yep. And as we were talking about before, we want to just make sure this doesn't get too thick, so that you don't end up with an open sore here.
Mhm.
So I'm going to trim it down today, and then I'm going to show you a pad that can sit right underneath here that will lift those up. So you're back walking on the pads of the toe. So we'll do the callus on the little corn on both second toes, and then we'll come around and we'll do the nails too.
So why in the day when I'm not walking on it, it's like a little nerve shoots down there, it just really
Yeah,
hurts. And I'm
it can
thinking-
just throb, you
Yeah.
know. Calluses can do that.
And I'm thinking, I'm not doing anything, I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, just because it's a little irritated, and when the skin gets really thick, for some people, a big callus can itch sometimes, and sometimes
That'd
it'll
be
feel
worse.
Yeah, because then you can't get at it.
Right.
Yeah.
So does this happen to a lot of us elderly folk?
And not elderly folk.
Oh.
I mean, again, it's not because you wore the pointy shoes, although if you want to,
Blame it on them?
exactly you can.
Okay.
But really, it's just because of the shape of the toe and the position that the toe is in. And
So why do they have all those females modeling their toes? What keeps them from, they just don't have that problem, I
exactly,
guess.
because they don't have the type of foot that causes the toes to curl under like that. So there's no open sore there right now. That looks good. And we'll go over and trim the corn on your right foot.
Why would you choose to take care of people's feet? I mean, my feet smell even after I've taken a bath, so I think.
You know, it's funny, I asked my proctologist friend the same question.
And the response was.
No, the truth is, it's just a body part, and everybody specializes in different body parts. And
I always say the same thing to my hygienist when I go next door to the dentist. Why would you want to be in someone's mouth?
yeah, it's just another helping profession,
Yeah,
you know.
and I'm glad that I have them available.
Okay. Squeaky ones. All right, so this part of this also is nail. So I'm gonna trim
Yeah,
some of that nail back too. And sometimes it's kind of hard to tell where the nail stops and the skin begins, but
especially as you get older and it's hard to go all that way down there.
exactly. Which is why a lot of people come here.
Yes, I, I'm not sure patient or not, but I have a lot of friends that come in the village, although I don't live there, so Margaret was the one who suggested I come here.
Oh, I'll tell her thank you.
So do toenails grow less fast as one gets older, or are they just like fingernails? Or
For some
fingernails?
people, yes, and it generally has more to do with the circulation not being as good
Mm.
down in your feet as it used to be.
And I often wondered why some churches even have gals who come and trim their toenails. And I'm thinking, why would they do that? And now I can certainly understand.
Right, when you're young, you never think that this is anything that
No, it's just,
you're gonna need.
right.
Okay. So this is a pretty thick one here.
Yes, it is.
Can't imagine that's comfortable in your shoes.
No, it's not. And as I said, I had tried to cut it with something like that, and I just could not. And I'd stand there and I'd file it off as much as I could. Will that one grow again, or will it just kind of stay there?
No, it'll keep growing, but it's gonna grow thick instead of long.
Oh, really?
So it'll grow, it'll continue to grow just like this. And so a lot of people will come in every few months and just have us do this, take care of it for you, so that it's one less thing you have to worry about.
Yours must be a little more your cutter obviously is a little more thicker than mine was.
Yeah.
So take care of your toes, your toenails.
Is that your public service announcement?
Yes, I'm going to watch a public service announcement. Anyone who's watching.
It's probably harder in Minnesota. Maybe we don't look at our toes as often.
Little dirt in there?
No, that's not dirt.
Oh, okay.
It's nail.
Oh. Can't remember what I dropped on it. I think my bathroom scale I dropped on it.
Years ago?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my little power hand piece to smooth this out and thin it out a little bit more. You know, and if you're able to manage all the rest of your nails and stuff, if you wanted to just come in a couple times a year and have me do this one, that's fine too.
Okay. I'll see. I think I was able to cut some of these without wounding myself. But this one, as I said, I would just try filing it down with my nail file. But
And that's fine in between. And if I see you once or twice a year,
Okay.
and you can manage it in between. Let's see, the rest of these are looking pretty good. Just a little long. Let's go the other foot. Big toe?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so this one also just looks like it got a little thick. And there's just some dead skin and stuff.
should I be putting anything on it, like any kind of lotion or anything? Or
Well, you know, we do have some, it's like a nail polish that goes on, but it's a nail softener that kind of makes the outer layers peel off a little bit. So if that's something that you wanted to try, you could do that. Or you could just do the filing. It's completely up to you.
And I'm thinking to myself, I got to go in there and do surgery on my toe, and I'll have to wear a boot.
Is that what you were thinking?
That's how
Well,
stupid one gets when they
no,
don't
no, no,
face reality.
No. Listen, if we wanted to fix the position of that toe, yes, we could do surgery
Oh, well,
and straighten it.
Yeah.
But
I've lived this long. I'm 78 years old. Do you think I really care? I'm not that vain.
it's not about vanity. I mean, if the tip of that toe where that corn was is starting to form open sores,
Then you would.
then you may want to straighten the toe. But for right now, if we can manage it and just keep it thinned out and it doesn't cause you any problems, there's no reason to fix the toe.
So what about the ends of my toe? Are they going to get? I mean, they don't seem to have been bothered by this. I mean, they don't hurt.
You mean the tips here?
No, yeah, like way up here.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
that
no, there's
doesn't
nothing
seem
that
to-
you have to do there.
Okay. I'll just let them do their own thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna smooth everything out here now.
Okay.
want to go the other side?
Yeah.
Just think I could have been free of pain 5 weeks ago instead of worrying. How silly we are sometimes.
Well, you know, it's fear of the unknown. You had no
Right.
idea what we would do. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you wait here for just a minute,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna have my assistant come back in, and I'll have her show you that little pad that sits underneath here.
Okay.
And if you like it, take it.
That has been there for years, and my doctor says nothing, it just stays the same, so don't worry about it. So I have no idea what that's from. Or,
Well, this is, you got this? This is a ganglion cyst.
Oh.
See how it just kind of moves back and forth? It's like a little fluid-filled ball under there, and it's coming off the ankle joint. And so I agree with your doctor. If it bothered you or it hurt with shoes, we could talk about draining it or removing it, but if it's not changing and it
has
doesn't
for
bother you,
years it's been that way.
Right.
And I just,
then we
it
just,
only hurts if I happen to bump into something.
or if you have someone doing this for
Yeah.
10 minutes, right?
Okay, you can stop now.
Well, thank you for letting us video
Oh,
this.
thank you, that was just fun.